These British officers have been coming to Ukraine for several years as part of the orbital training mission. Lieutenant Ollie Scott teaches target practice. His goal is to train Ukrainian soldiers so that they can share their knowledge with others.
The guys are learning about all sorts of factors. They're learning about how the weather can affect their marksmanship. They're learning about the trajectory of the round, how they're going to have to aim off depending on what the range of the target is and their sight setting is. And they're learning various processes for effectively zeroing in the weapon, effectively analysing each other's faults in marksmanship, so they can not just become better shots themselves, but go back to their units with the ability to improve other people.
A real breakthrough in cooperation between Ukraine and NATO occurred in 2014. Challenged by Russian aggression, Ukrainian soldiers needed a new training system. Now joint exercises are no longer a novelty for them. Rapid Trident is one of the largest multinational exercises. It is held annually in the Lviv region. Thousands of soldiers come to the Yavoriv training ground. This year there were participants from 14 countries.
4, 1.
The United Multinational Training Group Ukraine works there continually on the base of a peacekeeping and security center. Now Ukrainians are full-fledged participants in many exercises under NATO leadership. In November, members of the Ukrainian military police returned from Lithuania from the Iron Wolf 2019 maneuvers. Paratroopers and infantrymen repeatedly demonstrated their skills at the combined resolve exercises in Germany. However, Ukrainian soldiers not only learn from foreign colleagues, but also share their own experience obtained during the 6-year war in the Donbass.
So we're learning about the application of that, how they conduct their defences, because the way the British Army conducts its defence is different to how the Ukrainians work as well. So, you know, for example, rather than long trenches like the Ukrainians use, we use small, separate trenches, and the application is slightly different. But we're learning things about how they come up against snipers, how they come up against IEDs, different ways in which they've adapted to the threats that they're seeing that we haven't been able to identify or learn yet.
Combat units, most of whose representatives still serve in the Donbass, take part in the orbital exercises. They say training with the British is useful.
These exercises are a completely different level of training in tactics, target practice, and working with personnel. We learned many combat medicine techniques that we never applied before.
What is especially important is that soldiers learn communication and command of multinational contingents to counter common threats together. Reported by Ihor Medelyan, Tom Bell, UATV.